So that's right. Raid Shadow Legends has in fact come to VR. So congratulations to Plarium. They have made a VR version. I can't even meme. Check it out, guys. So I made Raid Shadow Legends in VR on my computer. Check out the galaxy. Here we are. I mean, what else do you need, right? Let's pull this right up here. Let's get ourselves ready to play some Raid Shadow Legends. What do you guys say here? All right, guys, so what we got here is we got Longbeard attacking. Nice charge there coming on in. We got Ray with the AoE. After that, Destiny's Call. Boost the turn meter. Scartorsis gets the attack. Okay, so the VR is really just for fun. I really enjoy the VR headset. I gotta say, I'm impressed with the Valve Index. We've messed around with it a bit on stream, and I'm gonna start pumping out some VR, like Skyrim Let's Play, stuff like that, just for fun on the second channel if you want to see that as well. Now, obviously, you guys wanted to see some shard openings in every video. It is Darth Microtransaction, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this $29.99 pack because, it's got a few shards for the fun of it, and we'll get on with the rest of the video. 36 void shards right here. If it was a double event, maybe, but I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and use these today. And while we're pulling up these here, I'm going to show you guys, we have had an insane response. If you guys take a look at this video, I'll pop up a picture here. I received almost 400 subscribers just from the video where I was explaining to you guys how much I make and how the pack openings work and how the economics of my channel works. So I want to thank each and every one of you new subscribers right now. Thank you guys for that, because huge boost to the channel. We're growing insanely. Thank you. Okay, so here we go. We got 9 shards. But we got 9 slots, and let's see if we get anything in the beginning. Bunch of single pulls. It's been a while since I've pulled something new. I did pull, I think her name was Maeve or something, the fusion girl. So I did pull her. Okay, Magma Blood's not too exciting, though. But that's okay. To be honest, I'm kind of at a point in my account where as I'm pulling shards, I'm really just more doing it for, the fun. I'll buy the $20, $30 packs here, do it for the fun, for the content. Maybe we pick up something exciting while we're doing it. But, oh, yeah, see, there we go. We got an epic. What we get? Another turret. I seem to get a lot of him. He's just another chicken, for instance. I'm getting a lot of 4-star chickens because I'm slowly opening these food. Now, void shards are probably the thing that I need the most of. You've seen this in my pack openings when I'm talking about it, that void shards are really few and far between for me, and they're really expensive. Like, if I wanted void shards right now, I could go and I could well out, and I could buy all those void shard packs and, get them with like 30 shards. But, yeah, it would end up with like $200 or something crazy, $300. So I think I'm pretty good. We're just going to open up these, see how it goes, and we're going to get into the rest of the video, because what I want to do is, oh, hey, we got a legendary here. Oh my god, we pulled our 3rd Nethril. That is triple Nethril, man. Oh man, what am I going to do with it? So now I can do Bad Alcazar, Scartorsis, and triple Nethril in the Undead faction. And if I cannot clear the Undead faction wars with this team, then I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, well, we did pull a legendary. I didn't expect to pull a legendary, but, I'll show you guys. I have a bunch of these Nethrils now, and I'm not quite sure where I'm going to get maximum use out of 3 Nethrils. Let's see, there's the second one here. There's my fully maxed one here. And now we got a 3rd one. So, yeah, we're going to have to see. Oh, man, I don't know what I'm going to do with 3 Nethrils. Okay, if you have any great idea for triple Nethrils, let me know now. I mean, the best use I can think for triple Nethril would probably be the dungeon. I mean, it's force and he's spirit, so maybe he'll chew through it. We'll see. That kind of leads us into an interesting topic, which I suppose we can talk about for a moment, which is the issue with duplicates. Now, I'm going to keep these people nameless, but recently I have discussed with 4 large whales in the game that are somewhat personal friends of mine that came with me to the game. And they have all said something very similar, which is essentially that the dopamine that they're receiving from pack openings and whaling now, because the game's really 2 different things to different people. It's either like a challenge game where you try to beat the waves and you try to beat the dungeons, or it's kind of like a casino game for a lot of us who like just open shards and see what you get. And a large portion of the prom that whales have that open a large amount of shards is what we've demonstrated here in this video. One of which is that you get multiple of the same legendaries. So if you look here, I have Lord Champ Fort, another Lord Champ Fort, Macab, and another Macab. I got 3 Macabs, now 3 Nethros. And while I'm not mad at the fact that I'm pulling multiple legendaries, unfortunately what happens is you receive a situation where these multiple legendaries only have niche uses, and their niche use does not outweigh the cost to max them out. And I'll give you an example of this. For instance, like Nethro here with the Fire Knight dungeon. Okay, he's extremely good in the Fire Knight dungeon. And if I built 3 Nethros completely maxed out, I would probably have a very good and quick Fire Knight dungeon team. Unfortunately, the use of multiple Nethros would not outweigh the cost factor of getting those multiple Nethros to 6-star, fully ascended and geared. So I think that there is that as a fundamental problem, as long as we have the fundamental problem of storage, if you want to well out. And sometimes people like me who play these games, we don't actually necessarily want to spend a ton of time even grinding the game or playing it. Like a lot of times people want to log in and just pull shards, just see if you get a legendary, maybe play around with their new legendary, and they're good for like a day or two. Like that's really what the game is for a good chunk of people. It's not something they grind away every day. There is the segment of people who are hardcore grinders, will be on every day, not miss their dailies and everything, and they're really going to be as 100% efficient, gym wise, and the game is really more of a challenge, a chess type of situation where you're trying to defeat the game, and you're trying to, us against Plarium, you're trying to get as much maximum resources as possible. And then there's people who the game in and of itself is just purely something additional into your life just to have fun with. And that's basically, I think, where the category I fall into, other than the fact that I'm a content creator and I do it for you guys. I do fall in it's a secondary thing and it's just for fun. Now, because I'm more of a casual player these days. I used to be more hardcore in my younger years, and I've relaxed a little bit with time going on. Now, what I suggest to help alleviate this issue is, one of which, more storage. We're all going to agree on that, but I'm not going to hit on that issue too hard again. What I'm going to suggest is that, also I'm not going to suggest too that if we have multiple duplicates, we can just crunch them together, get a new new legendary or something, because everyone suggested that idea already. What I think is that, and plus I will also disclaimer say I love those ideas, please implement those ideas, but I'm going to offer a new solution which maybe they'll like better, which is that if you pull multiple of the same legendary, it's not necessarily useless as much as it is useless for the cost associated with that character. So I'll give you an example with the Nethro here. So if I had pulled my second and third Nethro, maybe by the time you're pulling multiple of the legendary, when you pull that next duplicate legendary, he comes out at 6-star, level 60, fully ascended already. And you'll have to do your mastery so they get some energy out of you, and you got to put your books in for your skills. But what if they come at least 6-star leveled already, or you have the option to have them already be like 6-star, if you want, or something. It's something that essentially removes the barrier to entry to having multiple legendaries be good in their niche scenarios. If both the Nethros I received that were duplicates came out as maxed out, just like my main one is, it wouldn't make me overpowered, it wouldn't make me dominate arena, but it would allow me to have those Nethros used in a niche component in things like Fire Knight or Faction Wars. This would also help alleviate some of the issue of Faction Wars when it comes to large wells complaining that if you spend thousands of dollars but cannot beat Faction Wars. A large chunk of this is because all of the additional duplicates they have are not completely ready for the in-game tier. This is just one of my suggestions, and I understand it would most likely cut into the budget a little bit, as people aren't going to be paying as much to level their duplicates. However, my argument for this would be as a counterpoint that if you give the wells more purchasing power, if you give the wells more reason to purchase, they will in fact continue to purchase. So this is my argument to Plarium, and I hope that it is a reasonable, well thought out one. And if it does not have to be something this powerful, I do believe we need something as soon as possible. And maybe it's easy for me to say this as I just pulled another third duplicate. I mean, it's not even the first, second, or third time I've done this. And I am I'm thinking of ways that I would not be disappointed when I pull them, and this is something that comes to mind because it makes it where I don't believe if I pulled these duplicates and they were already maxed out, I don't believe it'd be like, oh yes, I'm game changing and broken and farming max characters because it's very, very difficult to get the duplicates as well as fairly expensive, and I don't believe it's massively game changing because most of the time duplicate legendaries aren't busted, they just have niche components where they're good in. So thank you for taking the time to listen to this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It kind of is a multiple segment video of different things, but I had a lot of fun making it. Okay, guys, thank you very much for all the subscribes you guys are doing. Please continue to subscribe. Every day that I'm seeing I get 200 subs and instead of 100 subs, I'm like, yeah, I did my job today. I put out some content hopefully that people like. Okay, guys, I love you and bye-bye.